This is disgusting. We are absolutely betraying our young people with these levels of debt. I also think tuition fees as a whole is just a catalyst for inequality, and the interest rates, which we don't talk about enough, I wish younger people would speak about this more, of up to 7%. That is institutionalised extortion.
Well, young people I know say, you know, they'll put what they feel is quite a lot of spare money into paying off their debt, and at the end of the year, it's the same point it was at the beginning of the year.
This is the problem, isn't it? I mean, you forget that the interest just carries on adding up and adding up. And when I've got a niece in Team Izzy, as it were, and she's going to have debt probably for the rest of her life. She probably wouldn't have been able to pay it off.
And Izzy, by the way, had a 4-year course, so one of the years was abroad, so she may be a little bit higher in debt than others. Just to say, she's been very careful with money.
In an ideal world, it'd be fantastic. I think all kids should have the opportunity, whatever class they are, to go to university and to study as high as they want to. However, I just don't know at the moment, when we're living in a cost of living crisis, where the money is going to come from to make that possible. I'd love it to be possible, but I don't know where the money is going to come from.
We bail out banks, we subsidise fossil fuels. Why can't we invest in our young people? You just have to look to Germany, Sweden, Norway, where they fund tuition and they are thriving because they have a population that is educated.
But why do they need this degree? Why do you need a degree in history? Why do you need? I've got a degree in English. Why do I need that?
It's not for you to say it, because actually a degree is not just about, oh, it's going to make me earn more, which they do. On average, people with degrees earn more. I think it's about £10,000 a year on average. It's not just about that. It is actually about learning how to research, how to argue properly, how to debate, how to have critical thinking, which we're not drowning in at the moment, right?
Okay.
So I just think the inequality here, like Izzy there, 120k, versus, say, another person her age who had generational wealth, her parents had paid for the tuition fees. She is now going to be lumped. Sorry, Izzy, to talk about this, but when you come to start paying that back, over 25 grand, and you are struggling with bills, rent, whatever, it just puts you behind. Whereas the people that don't, they can get a foot on the housing ladder.
Oh, well, listen, when I was at university, I wasn't a hooray Henry, by the way, but I was part of a 6%. And a lot of it was private school. I was at Durham University. I loved my time there. I still got my friends. I still my Durham friends. But I'm thinking, you were looking at universities thinking that's not for me?
It wasn't even part of that. It wasn't part of any expectation. I mean, sort of like in the late 70s, early 80s, working class kids from East London, wasn't expected of you, wasn't discussed in the house whatsoever. You went out and you got a job. And that's what I did. And I trained to be a journalist on the job and got my qualifications whilst working. I'm a big supporter of apprenticeship schemes. I think they're fantastic for people. I don't think we should push everybody to university and make them think they're not good enough if they don't go. I think apprenticeships, provided they are paid properly, and in this country there's still an issue with that as well, I think they can be a good thing as well.